Well, hello again folks, and welcome to the motorhome awning. And the good folks at HOTO have sent me their air pump master to have a look at. Right, let's have a look and see what is in the box. Got a nice instruction book. Got the pump itself. Got a box of, I think these are different fittings for different things. And I believe that's the charging cable. That's obviously to go into a 12-volt socket. And looks like a USB-C charging cable as well. And last thing, in the bottom of the box, you've got a nice storage bag to keep it all in. And also in that bag, you've got a tyre inflation hose and also this larger diameter hose. Now the first thing to do is to fully charge it, and the little charging port is behind this cover, and I'm going to use the USB-C cable to charge it. So there we go, it's now on charge in the van, and it's got a nice charge indicator on the control knob there. So in the manual you can use this page to identify all the different bits and pieces. Obviously this is a 12-volt charger. This, it says, is a pointy valve, which I guess could be for air beds, things like that. This apparently is a medium valve, again probably for air beds, inflatable kayaks, that sort of thing. This is a long connection valve, and it's got these sort of angled channels for things that have got that sort of locking pin on the inlet of them. Can't think of an example for that at the moment. This is a sort of converting piece, and that's the shorter locking valve. And we do have a quick connect. This I suspect is going to be the most useful for us, because obviously that enables you to connect to tyre valves and that sort of thing. And also in this bag there is a little needle valve for footballs, that sort of thing. So I'm looking forward to trying this out once it's fully charged. I think it'll be useful for all sorts of things that we do, really, won't it, darling?
It will. My bike, actually, every time we go somewhere, I don't know what it is, the tyre always needs doing up, so we will use it immediately for the tyre. And in the future, we've got some more adventures to go on, so keep watching, we'll make it happen.
Yeah, I think kayak.
The kayak, yes, the kayak. Yeah. Can't wait. For some reason we haven't managed to get out this year, but obviously this is going to make it easier because we'll be able to transport it, and maybe once it's fully charged we'll be able to just blow it up and use the compressor exactly on the spot rather than trying to have to heftily carry the kayak instead. So I think that'll be easier anyway. Yeah,
because it's got the old psh, 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 psh pump at the moment, hasn't it?
Yeah, that's kind of my aerobic exercise every time we go. That's probably one of the reasons we haven't been for a while.
Yeah. Right, well, the pump is fully charged now, and I have noticed that Nikki's front tyre on her bike is a little bit soft, so let's have a go at pumping that up. So I've got the tyre inflation hose, and we'll connect that into the pump up port. And then let's put the quick release on the other end. So the first thing is to turn it on, and we can do that with a long press of the power button. And you can see it has conveniently started up in bicycle mode, but if you turn the wheel, you've got car mode, ball mode, and inflatable mattress mode, stand-up paddleboard mode, inflatable tent mode, pump down mode for deflating things using that larger hose, high pressure mode, high flow mode, and back to bicycle mode. So I'll connect the quick connector up to the valve, and straight away it is giving me a readout of 2 psi, so yeah, that tyre is really flat. And then we just press the button again and it will start to inflate, and it should cut out when it gets to 40 psi. Brilliant, yep, that has cut out dead on 40 psi. There we go. Yeah, so that worked pretty well. One minor difficulty was that the quick release was a little bit stiff to get off the valve quickly, so maybe lost a couple of psi taking that off. So you might want to just overinflate by a couple of psi just to account for that when you take the quick release off. But other than that, fantastic, worked really well. The setting function would be good for things like the kayak, which obviously going to take a much bigger volume of air and take a lot longer to inflate, and you could just leave this to it while you go off and get all your other kayaking gear together. And we're certainly looking forward to trying this out when we do have the kayak with us on a future trip. Now I also want to check the tyres on my bike. Now I normally pump these tyres up to about 85 psi. The bike is in a right old muddy state after my last ride on it and not been washed. It is raining out here and the pump is not waterproof. It's not to be used in rainy conditions, so I'm going to swap the bikes round and get this inside the awning and see how we get on pumping up to 85 psi. Right, so turn it on. We're on bicycle mode, and yeah, let's set it to, so bicycle mode only seems to go to 65 psi, so let's choose a different mode. So let's choose the high pressure mode. So there we go, 85 psi. And while that's doing that, I can just come away and do whatever I like play out in the rain. So there we go, that's stopped at a nice 85 psi. Brilliant. Well, now I fancy a bit of a sit down on my inflatable chair. So, pump out of the handy carrying bag. I guess we'll use a nice big hose for this. Thread that on there. And we'll need this adapter to blow up the inflatable chair. It has started to rain a little bit. Now I have to point out, this pump is not designed or rated to operate in the rain, but let's give it a go anyway. So I've got it set on the airbed setting, and I've got it set for 0.6 psi, which is the maximum it'll go to on that airbed setting. While it's doing that, I can just leave it to it, knowing that it'll cut off when it gets to the required pressure. there we go, that's cut off now. So I can take the hose out and pop the bung in. You can see there's a little bit in here that's got this different valve type. So I'm going to use the special pointy adapter to inflate that. I'm not actually sure if that's connected to the same air reservoir as the main one, because it does seem to hiss out a bit when you undo it, but I want to try and pump it up anyway. And that does look rather splendidly comfy, doesn't it? The bag seals up nicely. It's like a dry bag. Now this sort of inflatable thing can often be difficult to pack away neatly, because sometimes a job to get all the air out, but you can use the HOTO air pump to suck the air out of things as well as blow them up. So once again I'm going to use the big hose, but this time I'm going to connect it to the pump down section. Now this time, because I'm taking the valve out of the blow up chair, I'll use the larger adapter to pump it down. Well, unfortunately that didn't quite fit this particular application, but there are lots of other adapters. So I'm going to use this locking one. There's nothing for it to lock onto, but it has got a nice rubber seal, so I can just hold it on there and use the pump down function to suck out all the air. This section has still got some air in, so I'm going to use the other adapter that I used to pump it up to suck the air out of that too. That should make my inflatable chair a bit easier to pack away into its box. almost anyway. I think these things are virtually impossible to get back into their original packaging once you've opened them up, aren't they? So if you'd like one of these pumps for yourself, check out the link in the description of this video, which will take you to the website where you can buy one. We do have a discount code that will get you a little bit off the price on the website. The price of the website does vary a little bit according to what promotion is on, but our discount code will get you something off that price. I'm off now to see what else I can find to blow up.